Alright, this is a video on how to use Smart Editor to pull in attributes from other layers in the background. So what we have here is just a demo, um, but say you're a lake association or a soil and water district and you're entering in projects or observation points along a shoreline. Um, you can use Smart Editor to pick the type of point that you want to enter and click on the spot on the shoreline where you want to enter it or on the parcel. There's a whole bunch of data that you can fill in. These are fields that I created already with drop downs. But you'll see here lake name. It already brought in the lake name, which is Roosevelt South. And what I'm going to do is show you how I can bring in other information as well and how to set that up. So we're going to close that and go back into our um, content, and we are going to edit that application. Alright, so we're going to go to our widgets, and again, this is an existing application that's already been set up, but we're going to configure the Smart Editor widget, and this is how I currently have it set up. So it's editable, you can delete it. But that aquatic score, that was that blue dot that we added. So we're going to modify the actions. And what I did before, first off, here's where you can move your fields around if you want to adjust the order. But the other thing you can do is bring in those attributes. So for lake name, what I did is click this little attribute actions button, clicked intersection, and then added a layer. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright, so landowner name, you recall, was blank. So we're going to go to attribute actions. We're going to click intersection, edit. Okay, so now I got to figure out which layer we want to bring in. In this case, we want the parcels. And you have to kind of know the attributes in your parcel table. In this case, the parcels, we have a name field. That's what we're going to bring in. The tolerance, this would be if you wanted to, if you clicked on the parcel, you just missed it, you wanted to bring in. I'm going to set it to 0 for the lake. I had it at 50 meters. So if we were outside the lake boundary just a little bit, it would still pull that in. But for a parcel, you want it to be right on. Otherwise, you might have the wrong parcel. And we're going to hit OK. Next one we have is minor watershed. We're going to do the same thing. Intersection. And we're going to grab the miners demo. And we're going to bring in the it's minor 5 is the minor watershed name. Hit OK. The last one was the Huck 10 name. So we're going to bring that in. And actually that's going to be that same layer. So you can pull in from the same one as before. But we're going to pull in a different field, which is going to be Huck 10 name. So we have both the minor watershed number and the Huck 10 name pulling from that field. We're going to hit OK. Going to save. We're going to go back to our map. Again, this is just set up for aquatic score, so that's what I'm going to click on. I'm going to click on the shoreline here inside this parcel. We'll just give it a fictitious score, a fictitious shoreline condition, observer, you see it pulled in the lake name. And again, there's a 50-foot or a 50-meter buffer around that, so it if we were just off of the lake boundary, it would still pull that in. Landowner name did not get pulled in. Interesting. All right, let's try this again. And I don't think any of these are required, so you don't have to enter all in. All right, so we're in business now. It pulled in Roosevelt South, it pulled in the landowner name. So maybe you want to change that around. Um, you can do that. Parcel ID did not get pulled in, but we got the minor watershed number and the Huck 10 name. All right, so we're making progress here. And I'll just save that one for fun. So if you wanted to go back later, you could of course click on it and change those attributes. All right, so let's see what we did wrong in Smart Editor. Parcel ID. Oh, we didn't pick that one. Well, that'll help. All right, so we edit that. We'll add a layer. And again, the layer you're adding is what you're pulling in from. We want to pull in from the parcel ID and hit OK. Okay, we'll go back and refresh. There we go. Pulled it all in for us. So there you go. That's a quick demo on how to use Smart Editor to bring in attributes from background layers.